Hi, my angels, and welcome to my channel. If you are just now finding me, I am Bailey with Angel Baby. I am a certified life coach, NLP, and a meditation teacher. I also specialize in somatic healing, inner child healing, and everything manifestation. Now, my intention for this video today is for anyone that is caught in the perpetuating loop of highs and lows and hot and cold manifestations. Okay, maybe you're tired, you're burnt out, maybe you really just want to give up. I get it. Okay. And honestly, it's so easy for us to get trapped in a state of mind and just keep further perpetuating the issue at hand. And when we do this, we're not really being able to understand why this is happening to us. We just can't decipher it. We're getting so lost in our emotions and our thoughts, and we just keep getting stuck in this constant loop. So, if you are manifesting anything and I were to talk to a beginner, the first thing that I would say is you have to accept your reality where you're at right now. You have to get real with yourself about all these things that annoy you. And if you can't really think of anything or nothing really comes to mind at first, I want you to just look at your daily narrative. So, the way that you talk, how are you speaking about things? How are you viewing things? Are you being very judgmental and critical of others, of yourself, of your situations? Are you maybe hiding yourself? Okay, so I want you to check your emotions. Are you spending your day anxious or irritable and stressed? Or are you feeling good and relaxed? Okay. Are you anxious and scared of people maybe perceiving you a certain way or maybe treat you a certain way based on certain things that you're honestly hiding yourself in? A form from just being who you really need to be. So, is there anything right now in this current moment that you feel holds you back from actually achieving what it is that you want? So, let's say you're manifesting in a relationship and you think, okay, well, I could have this thing if only maybe I lost some weight, or maybe if I was just prettier, or maybe I want to have money, but I don't want to have to put in the work to get there. So, anytime that you are complicating where you're at right now, the first way for you to be able to dissolve whatever it is that's blocking you from getting what you want is you can start with that simple statement. I want, but, and then fill in the blanks and your own things that are coming up for you. Okay. So, like I said, like I want this relationship, but relationships never really work out for me. Or maybe it's I want this amount of money, but I think that I would blow it because I have bad money habits. Maybe it's I want this job position, but I've never been recognized for anything. So, whatever it is that comes up for you, this is a very sufficient but easy way for you to see what subconscious blocks you might be having. Because once you have this down and it's simplified, we're just going to unpack all of those things and you're just going to break it down each and every single time. Okay. So, you can start with a basic thing. All you have to do is just break it down to compartmentalize where this is stemming from. And it's really, really easy. Okay. A lot of people are so scared of this part of the work, or they think it takes 1,000 therapy sessions and whatever excuse your ego comes up with for you to just look at yourself. So, as you do this, congratulate yourself for showing up because this is a very simple task and a first step. Okay. So, it's really this simple. So, at this point, you do not have an excuse to not sit down with yourself right now and see. Especially if you are manifesting something and you're just stuck in this continuous loop of not getting what it is that you want, and being able to actually take note on you're doing all of these things, okay? But it's still not here. So once you unpack this for yourself and you're able to see those limiting beliefs, I want you to keep breaking it down, okay? Ask yourself, why? Why do I feel this way? Why do I think that love doesn't work out for me? Why do I think it's hard for me to make this amount of money? Why do I think that I have to work hard in order to get what I want regardless? Okay. So, this is where you're going to take time to be real with yourself. Be honest about what's coming up for you and just take all the time that you need on that and unpack that, okay? And if you do feel like maybe you do genuinely need further help with that, I do offer one on one coaching that we can break this down for you together. And I also offer text message coaching so I can be a helping hand as you unpack these things and just simply keep going through your day to day. Okay. So, this step, if you need to pause the video, do that and really just focus on yourself and make it that simple. So, I want this, but this is what I think is blocking me. So, whatever comes up, just allow it. So, the next steps that you're going to want to do is now that you have these beliefs and you see fully where this is all stemming from and the subconscious programming that you have, you now have the capability to understand where you're coming from and what parts of yourself you need to let go of in order to fully embody this identity that you're wanting to have. Because during my personal journey, what I was not told is the ego backlash, okay, that I was going to experience by changing these aspects of myself. I was completely unaware of the trauma that I had stored in my body. I was completely unaware of my irregulated nervous system and how much of an impact that was actually having on me. I was super unaware, obviously, of these beliefs that were actually creating this reality because I was so clouded in my head. Okay. And I'm a yapper. I will yap all day long. So imagine the way that I would talk to myself because I'm someone that I just talk to myself all day long. And my thoughts are just, they were always running rampant. And now they're in such a more controlled, smooth place. And I became aware of that almost instantly because I didn't realize how much my emotions and my mindset were seriously driving all of these behaviors and habits that I had that were just super unhealthy. They were not beneficial. They were blocking my manifestations at every single turn that I was having. And now, what you need to understand is it is okay if you feel you need to see professional therapy, if you feel like you need assistance or you need to take time to go see a hypnotherapist, or you really do want to implement inner child healing, or you want to implement any outside help or sources, it is always good to have a friend alongside of you during this journey and this process and a hand to hold because this is not something that I would recommend for anyone to do solely by themselves. I know it's a very heavy statement in the community of, you need to not tell anyone, tell no man when you look into Neville Goddard's teachings. And I can understand both ends of that because I ran my mouth way too much and I told a lot of people, and I had to face those doubts because I wasn't believing in myself. But that did prolong my personal journey because I wasn't understanding the own power that I was cultivating and that these people were just reflecting me. So, when you have a manifestation buddy, though, or you have someone of help that can help with your emotions or your mental psychology, it is so helpful. If that is something that you feel like you need assistance on, do not judge yourself for it because you're human at the end of the day, and we are all here to be of service to others. So, have a buddy or someone you trust that really genuinely carries the same values and beliefs or they're on a similar journey as you and allow yourself to fully receive the support. Okay. And the reason that I say this is because I personally was genuinely not prepared for the ego backlash to hit the way that it did. So, this is not to scare you. This is not to say it's going to happen to you, just get ready. No, this is just what I have seen in my own journey, working alongside hundreds of clients based on their experiences. Okay. So let's not create that, you might not even get any of this intense ego backlash. Okay. Because other people have had this experience and as have I, but what I had to understand as well is I cannot compare my journey because you have to understand that this journey is very, very subjective. It's very personal to you. Okay. This is the most personal thing in your entire life because only you know your experiences and things that have happened to you. So, because we're human, And after getting my NLP and really studying the mind and understanding how it works with the body, we all have a very set programming, okay? The mind is operated to keep you safe based on these experiences that you've had. So if you are someone that feels you really didn't go through any of these traumatic things, maybe other people have, or you didn't really experience any type of rejection or abandonment or have fear based tactics instilled in your mind, you've pretty much had like a smooth life, it's pretty easy, okay, it's going to be very easy for you to disregard the ego backlash, okay? During my personal journey, I had to implement nervous regulation. So I would create routines that worked for me. I already love meditating. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm a meditation teacher. So it's something that I can implement in my daily routine without feeling like it's something or it's hard work, and it's not something that like I don't necessarily want to do, right? I also really enjoy EFT tapping. And I think it's an amazing way to reset your nervous system and empower yourself because the effects are so amazing, okay? What it does for your body, because when you realize that you are creating and you're healing on a mind, body, soul level, I have honestly cleared my chronic anxiety. I've cleared out lots of health issues, and I didn't have to go see anyone, but I'm already someone that's kind of just like very self therapeutic. I like to do things on my own. But it was really nice when I finally opened myself up and I allowed myself to have, different coaches, different perspectives, different techniques, different supportive friends, and having this group of people in my life that really did help me along this journey. And it really helps to have someone hold your hand while you're riding the waves of emotions and just give you grace and support that you need and the love that you need during this time. So, this is something that I do recommend, but it's not mandatory. Not everyone needs to do it, not everyone has to do it to manifest their things, but that's why it's subjective. This could be something really fun that you've never tried before that maybe you're curious to implement, not to get something, but to better yourself, okay? And this is why I created Angel Baby. For those of us who can't just simply ignore reality, who need the facts or small grounded actions to build up that self belief. Okay. There are many ways to manifest, and it's okay to use a method that feels natural and works with your personality. Okay. So if these other techniques that people are saying this is the only way it works, or this is what worked for me, so it will work for you too. Okay. But if these are all techniques and tools that you feel are not benefiting you, like just persist or living in the end, do not feel pressured to make it work for you, okay? Because you want to find the approach that really aligns with your mind and your nervous system and really trust that that is enough, okay? Because this leads me into my next topic. The next thing that I will tell you to genuinely focus on is your power. Okay. The second you accept your power is the second your entire reality will conform and change for you because you have to understand the law to your own personal agenda. If you are learning to drive a car and you're taught how to do it, once you're out of the driver ed seat or your parent leaves, you have the freedom to drive that car and operate it however you want to. Okay. But you're not just going to jump in this car, not know how it works and take off, right? So you have to understand the way that the law works first and foremost. That is going to take away so much of the prolonging, so much of the confusion, and allow you to have a way smoother process. You have to make sure that you have a solid definition of what you think the law of assumption truly means to you. Okay, you need to have a solid definition of what you believe everyone as you pushed out means. What do you think happens with thought transmission? What do you think happens when you're manifesting an SP? What do you think happens when you're manifesting money? What is your relationship to that thing? Because if you're already trying to go out and do these things and create this life, but your foundation is wobbly and your foundation being, trust and love, you're going to have a lot harder of a time being able to take on all of the power that the law of assumption requires you to utilize because you are now getting handed the pen to the story of your life and you're sitting here staring at it like blank spacing. Like that's what I did, okay? Because I was in that state of mind. I have no idea. I have no idea what to do, right? I can't trust myself with this power. I can't trust myself to make the right decisions for me. Look at all these people in my life that have genuinely hurt me. I have bad judgment. Look at all these bad things that have happened to me. Are you kidding me? So for me, that was something that I had to go through and understand that I'm taking on all. of this power. And I am putting all of this pressure on myself now, on top of adding this whole perfectionism thing that I have now. I'm adding on top of all this guilt that I have, okay? Because I feel like I'm manipulating things and then I'm struggling because I don't think I deserve it. So you have to understand, like, if there's a part of you that's like, I'm not capable, I can't handle this, like I was looking at myself like, I can't do any of these things. Like, I sure as hell don't believe I can actually get what I want. So if that is the foundation that you're walking into with the law of assumption, it is going to be a very difficult ride. It's going to be very challenging because you are going to sit there and you're going to critique every single emotion you have, every negative thought you have, every single bad thing that you deem as messing up your manifestation. You're genuinely not going to be able to flow with yourself or flow with life because you're going to be on edge the whole time. You're going to be stuck in a very stagnant, anxious, limiting energy, and you're going to keep leading with fear. You're going to keep creating the things that you genuinely do not want to create. And you're going to find yourself stuck in this perpetuating cycle because what we do as creators, we're looking from a lens of fear to begin with, and we're not realizing that. So you're not understanding that this subconscious belief that you're carrying is genuinely guiding your entire perception of reality. And every single thing that has ever happened to you, that will happen to you, that is currently happening to you. And every single time we look out here and we look out at this 3D reality, we're taking note and we're subconsciously sending all these signals and we're reinforcing that belief because your mind is genuinely programmed to scan for what it already knows. You believe in order to keep you safe. Your mind is wired to look over here at this scenario and judge it from a way different lens. And because of that, that's how you're going to find yourself keep getting stuck in the same cycle. You're going to keep creating things that you don't want, no matter how many affirmations you do and no matter how many times you've affirmed till you're black and blue in the face. Okay. You could spend these 17 hours straight looping and blasting all these different affirmations, psyching your brain out, sending yourself into an anxiety attack. And it's going to be really hard for you to be a match. Okay. Because if you have those blocks and beliefs, your body will not be on board, your nervous system won't be on board, and your mind definitely won't be, and your energy definitely won't be. So, yes, you can still manifest with these things there, but you will not sustain it either. It's going to be so hard because you're going to be in a constant battle of going through this push and pull. You're going to be stuck in this identity of, I can manifest this thing in, but then you lose it all. Okay. You're going to keep getting the hot and cold, or you're going to get the breadcrumbs. But who wants that? No one. You want the full thing. You want to be able to believe in yourself. You want to be able to feel in control and safe and secure in your body. And you want to be able to enjoy your manifestations because you're powerful and you do deserve these things. Okay. So you want to just make sure that you fully understand the law and how it works for you and your power. Okay. So be spending time allowing yourself to study and look at this stuff and empower yourself and know how it works for you. Okay. And if you have any questions about that stuff, I would love to answer them. But at the end of the day, I really want you to take away from this video that you have to understand every single thing that you believe in so that you know that is going to be proof for you. That is going to be true in you, for you, and in your reality. So if you know you can create anything, you can make your own rules now, you have this golden key in your hand, what are you going to do? What are the rules for your life? The world is genuinely rigged in your favor. Every single day brings in new opportunities and blessings to you. You're the luckiest, most deserving person you know. Love, abundance, luck is your birthright. Okay. God, the universe, source, my highest self wants to give me everything I want and more because I know I am inherently worthy to receive it. So strengthen your relationship with manifestation, strengthen your relationship with self. Whatever it is that you believe in, that you can build trust and faith with, do that. If you want to believe in the universe or God or yourself, do that. Build that trust relationship and understand these things want to come to you. They want to be given to you. It is not the universe is going to look at you and be like, "Oh my god, you know what? She's been working really hard out there. She's been trying her best. Let's just give it to her." Okay? No. It does not work like that, okay? It is based off of what you truly believe can happen for you and what you truly believe you are capable of, okay? Your inherent worth that you have had since you were born. That is why every single one of us is interconnected, and we all know that we are inherently wealthy. You were born into this world automatically, and your body was somatically programmed knowing that this is your birthright. These are your needs, they will be fulfilled. So, if you want a better breakdown of the subconscious programming and things that take place with you in your adolescence, I do have another video on that, and I can expand further if you have any other, video topics or ideas that you want me to unpack for you. But today I really wanted to be a big giant look in the mirror at yourself right now, okay? Especially with everything going on in the world right now, especially with the different amounts of clients and the chatter that I've had coming in this week, and just the doubts and fears that I've seen on the media and with everyone and just going on. I just needed to make this video for you guys because I really want you guys to stop allowing the external sources to take away your power from you. I want you to understand why these things are happening, why you feel these things, why you're experiencing the stuff that you are. And I want you guys, if you feel like you've been stuck and you've been working on your manifestation stuff for years, I want to be able to cultivate that breakthrough, okay? Because I've been there myself. I've been in those situations. I know how it feels, and it is not fun. It's not fun. So if I can shorten this ride for you, if I can be a supporting soundboard within, well, this is the video for people that genuinely feel like they've done everything. They're trying these techniques, their body's not responding, their mind's just not getting on board, because it's a very difficult, tiring process, okay? That a lot of people don't really talk about. And when you're able to surround yourself with the people that you need, being able to understand what it is that you want, and really being able to think, like there's nothing standing in the way of getting what I want. So, being able to regulate your nervous system, have a good support system, and make sure that you are genuinely building that relationship with yourself every single day. Every single day, okay? Because this manifestation thing, it's always working, okay? It doesn't just randomly work on a Monday afternoon, okay? No, it's always working, okay? So make sure you're trusting yourself and you're trusting who you are, and you're checking that your mental talk is correlated with the way that you be speaking of yourself if you genuinely knew this is who you were, okay? So in that previous exercise above, like I said, if you want a relationship, but I feel like they just don't ever work out for me, you want to be in your mind throughout the day with whatever you wrote above previously, giving yourself supporting details, giving yourself evidence, okay, as to why relationships do work out for you, why money doesn't have to be hard work, okay? So I don't care if you don't have any evidence of that in your mind. It's going to eventually recall and start giving you different feedback. You'll start noticing natural shifts around it. But what you want to be aware of is you're shining your awareness on relationships do work out for me. Okay. I have amazing relationships with my boss. I'm really favored at work. I have a really great group of friends that the guys and the girls just support me, and they make me feel so safe every single day. I have an amazing relationship with my cat. Oh my gosh, we get to cuddle every single night. I have such a good relationship with my coworkers at work. We all get along so well. I can really trust them to show up for me, and it's a really happy, healthy environment. Okay. I have a great relationship with myself because I'm showing up every single day. And look, the fact that I'm even on this video means I'm trying. Okay. Means I love myself enough. Okay. Means I trust myself enough to a different degree now. So, what I do have amazing relationships. I really am powerful. I really am going to get everything that I want. Okay. So, really just look at different aspects of your life and remind yourself that these affirmations are supporting details. They are things that you are using to empower yourself, okay? They're very specific to you and what you need in order to empower yourself and to realize this is who you are, okay? So if you're out here saying, like, oh, my SP is so in love with me, so obsessed, the money is always coming to you, I'm a money magnet, but you don't really believe that you're worthy of having that, or you have like a, yeah, I want that, but okay, that is a telltale sign of what you need to actually focus on, because the other stuff comes through naturally, okay? You don't have to convince yourself a million and one times someone loves you when you know who you are, you know what you bring to the table, and you know how love goes for you, okay? You're just giving yourself reasons that are empowering yourself and making sure you're secure, making sure you understand that you're safe and that you trust yourself and that you fully know you are capable and you're good enough and you can do this. Okay. That's all you truly need to get through this process of manifestation. And it's so important and it is so vital that you understand what portion of the process you are in. Because, yes, manifestation is instant because you can give it and make it be seen to yourself and your mind. Okay. You don't have to wait for the time delay because there is a time delay out here for it to materialize, right? Whenever you're manifesting it into the 3D world, that is the time delay that we don't know when it's going to come through, okay? But if you're not even aware of the first basic things, yes, you can eventually get to the point of manifesting instantly, but sometimes it's a process to get there, okay? If you're already having backlash and struggles by trying to manifest a free cup of coffee, or you're struggling and you feel like you've been in the same boat for manifesting a name on a license plate, but you're not getting the actual movement that you need, okay, then there are some things you need to look at within yourself. And that is okay to be in that part of the process because trust me, I tried to skip it. I tried to skip it every single time. And when I did, I kept getting this same cycle and I wasn't changing the actual issue at hand. Okay. So when you separate and you decompartmentalize the manifestation journey, to see that you might need to take this time to sit down with yourself and actually do the reprogramming part, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. You're going to get your manifestation and it's going to work a lot faster and it's going to be a lot more beneficial to you. It's going to be able to flow a lot smoother. You're going to be able to actually keep what you want because if you're real with yourself right now, and you really think you're so ready, if that thing came to you right now, what would you do? How would you genuinely handle that? What fears, if any, come up for you? Okay. And if not, that's okay. That's great. You're ready. But you have to be very mindful of the exact position you are in. What part are you in? Are you in the part where you need to look at these things and it's hard for you to live in the end? Are you at the part where you've done all these techniques and you're not getting it? Okay. You don't always have to be in those same cycles, but you could simply be at that stage in the process as well where it is unfolding for you. You're trusting, you're getting ready for it, you're preparing, you're making sure that you know this is happening, you're deciding, you're going about your life. You can see it materialize like that, okay? But sometimes in the process of this manifestation journey, it is a lifelong journey. You're not just stopping at this destination because you got your SP, okay? You still have to tend to it. You still have to cultivate that relationship and make sure you're showing up, okay? Especially if your brain is programmed to think that this thing is unsafe. Okay. So that's all we're doing. We're unpacking this stuff. And if you want more help to unpack these beliefs, regulate your nervous system, finally get the breakthrough with your manifestation that you've been asking for, you can always work with me. And I have lots of free resources available to you. And my link is down below. But with that being said, I did kind of yap a little bit. So I just really want you guys to get the message today, okay? Because you deserve to have the life that you want and more. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Happy Friday. It's going to be an amazing weekend. And I just know you're going to be sending me in so many success stories this weekend. And I genuinely can't wait. I'm so excited. I love you guys.